Okay, hello everybody. I'm guessing you can hear me this time. So yeah, last time I streamed this last night live, and for some reason my mic wasn't working, but the little sound, little bar indicators was showing the stuff from the game going, and I guess I saw that out the corner of my eye, saw it moving, thought, oh hey, I got sound, I'm fine. But no, I wasn't. It went out with no commentary whatsoever. So anyway, starting out where we left off, with the enchantment area, with like 3 bookshelves left to add. So let's go build some bookshelves. Those doors always get me. Alright, let's see, what do we have to work with here? So we got a couple books right now. And it looks like we need to get some more sugarcane, make some more paper. What is that, 6? Kind of viewing this on a reduced scale, so bear with me. Alright, that'll be enough books to make a bookshelf. See if I can remember where that was on the thing. There it is. Alright, let's go slap that in place. That mushroom still hasn't grown any buddies. I wonder if there's enough room. Can't place it without moving the torch. There you go. And that popped in behind there. Alright, grab that. And I'd like to put like a glowstone or something behind there. I need to find out if that's going to interfere with the enchantment capabilities there. But we'll see. Torches don't seem to, so just need more levels to get that. Okay, so let's see, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll be 13 and 14. Where's number 15? Back behind in the corner. There it is. So that will be a viable arrangement, I think. We'll find out for sure once we get it maxed out. So to do that, we're going to need more books, which means more paper. Which means more sugarcane. Oh, there's one. We're going to get it? Yep. Okay, now we got 3. We can make some paper. Apparently you have to make paper in bulk like that in Minecraft. Can't just take 1 sugarcane and make 1 paper. It is a bulk operation. Alright, now we got 2 books. Need 1 more to be able to make the next bookshelf. What do we got? 14 leather there. Come on, sugarcane, grow. Let's see, is there something else we can work on while we're waiting? Yeah, so that little extra block there, I think it gives it kind of a natural look, which is what I'd kind of like to preserve. You know, just have the enchantment area just kind of cut into the top, but otherwise be like sort of a natural thing going up. Maybe we'll add some sandstone stairs. you know, just kind of in the middle there as like an addition. But we'll see. And over here, not sure. Might put something in there. You know, figure out where we're gonna have maybe like some book storage and lapis storage. You might be able to put a chest or something over there. But over this side, we want to kind of carve this in a bit, because we've got like a wall of dirt there that is making a gap underneath the glass. So we really don't need to have that there. So we can cut that back. Although on the ends, I'm kind of wanting to preserve a little bit of natural contour, you know, leading up to the door there, kind of framing the door. But, yeah, over in this corner here, I do think we do want to cut in so we can make use of that space better. So some of this is going to have to go. And it's getting to be night, and we still have that open doorway over there, so better jump in bed. Even once we do have it closed in, need to be jumping into bed. Make sure you don't have stuff spawning around. Wouldn't want a creeper to be waiting out there for us. Alright, what all we got? We got some charcoal in there. Plop that into the furnace there. And there's one. Okay, so yeah, just figuring out where we could maybe expand the sugarcane field here, and how that's going to fit in. One, because it would be nice to have these growing at a greater rate. Just need to figure out the optimal placement of another spot. It's basically we got those little plus sign shaped patches of the water, and on each of the four sides the sugar cane. It's got to be right next to water, so each block of water can have up to 4, so that's the optimal. Okay, we have enough for another book. Yep, there we go. And that gives us enough for another bookshelf. And I think this should complete it. But we will be needing more books. Well, no. There's still another. All right. Looking good so far. All right, let's see what else we got. Torch. On some of these moments, I'm not really sure what I was thinking or saying. Probably talking about something or other. But we'll see what we can come up with now. Okay, what are we doing next here? Kind of waiting for the sugarcane to grow. Because you do need at least one more bookshelf, which means 3 more books. Plenty enough leather for that. But like I said, we are going to want more books to do enchantments. And maybe trades with librarians later on. So once we start to populate the place, we can get some librarians in there. Maybe if we can get one with a nice enchantment and buying paper to start out with, that would be a good start. Easy to get them leveled up. We always have the paper. We also want to set up a zombification area. Do that though, I'm gonna need to make potions. And to do that, we're going to need a brewing stand. I forget whether there was one over in the village. If there is, we'll just grab that. But I don't remember seeing one. Excuse me. But, yeah. In any case, that's going to require a trip to the Nether. And an encounter with some blazes. Excuse me. And I'd like to get my armor enhanced for all that. Just to make that a bit more survivable. So going to have to think about planning that excursion. Excuse me. Figuring out where we want to put the Oh, hey, that's nice. Need to have a patch there. Anyway, need to think about where we're going to put the nether portal. What I've done in the past is have it in a place where I can conveniently shove the extra golems into. Did a stream a while back where prior to the stream I had for like a week just idly playing, and just every time we had a golem or 3 available, I think they were spawning like 3 at a time if I'd gotten rid of them all, and just shoving them all into nether portals. I had like a couple that I had added just to be convenient, and just shoving them all in there so that, and then after the end of the week, went in there and there must have been a good 100 or more in there. It was absolutely insane, and I basically just followed them around. Probably a couple hundred. Thinking about it, it's got to be. Well, at least 100, 150, somewhere in there. But anyway, I just basically followed them along while they battled the piglins and zombified piglins, or zombie piglins, or whatever the heck they're called, and just gathered up the loot. And I had my gold helmet on, and the piglins and all that, they were not bothered by me at all. I just ran around while the golems fought them, and just did that until all the golems were depleted. So got a lot of iron out of that, and also a good bit of gold, and some other things as well. Had to dump most of the rotten flesh because just couldn't carry it all. All right, so now it's time to build out this entranceway here. So what I'm opting to do is have this come out to a sort of a little entry building out here with its own door and roofed over and all that. We'll see how that turns out. Right now, just doing some planning and prep. figuring out the line of views here. Because what I end up doing here is putting in like glass, like pretty much on either side, but framing the doorway with cobble. But we do want to have the walls for the thing extended down here with cobble. Just in case of a creeper attack. And it might be a good idea to kind of reinforce it further out as well. And I might actually do that, I forget. And I should probably dig down below. Put cobble down below the on that dirt. Extend the foundation of the wall further down. I'll have to do that later on. Okay, there's our door frame. And we're going to put glass on either side. Put an iron door in here. Now, something I need to look up, and I'm going to do that right now while this is going. Should be able to do it without it interfering anything. I'm going to look up the difficulty here. On the Minecraft wiki. I want to find out if pillagers can bust down a steel door, iron door, whatever, during a raid. So let's see. I think the raids are larger, if I remember right. Okay, let's see the different mobs. Let's see. Yeah, they definitely do more damage. Let's see other effects. Fire lingers longer. Let's see. Excuse me. Okay, yeah. Raid has more waves. 7 waves for hard instead of 5 for normal. Illager Patrol can spawn a Vindicator. That's bedrock only, so not here. Okay, Vindicator and Pillager spawn from raids have higher chance to drop special loot. That's bot bedrock only. Vindicator able to break down wooden door. Okay. And that's a normal and hard. They can break that. So it doesn't look like my iron doors are... It doesn't look like my my iron doors are more vulnerable. So, or vulnerable at all. So that'll be fine. Okay, good. So... Yeah, don't have to worry too much about that then. So, yeah, once we get all that in place, we should be good for a raid. I don't think I've ever heard of mobs, like, busting through glass or anything. I'll have to be careful about it when I'm fighting them. I do plan on building some, you know, at least one, maybe more than one battle tower. And, I'm not sure where the raids are going to be coming from once they do come. But as soon as I get villagers involved, as soon as I start bringing them in, I'm going to start being vulnerable to having raids come. So that's going to be fun. So before then, I really want to get a bow. I need a bow. I think at this point I don't have string. Maybe I'll fish one. Don't know. I need to get a bow with and get it with infinity, so I don't run out of arrows. And mending and unbreaking will be nice too. And once I start getting some villagers in, like right away, make sure I've got my zombification station set up before then, so I can make sure to get, well, no, but I'm going to need to be able to heal them to get that. But I think in the hard mode, it's 100% chance that they'll be turned into zombie villagers. So I could probably level them up beforehand. And I think they still retain their trades, don't they? If I remember right, they do. Yeah, so we're going to have glass here, and then have a roof over top of that. Need to figure out exactly how I'm going to do that, though. Well, I did. I did finish that section in that stream. If you watched it before, then you know how that turns out. But I believe at this point I was figuring out what all to do. Oh, yeah, of course need buttons. So slap that button in place. Yep, works nicely. And pop one there. Boom. Because you got to be able to get it in and out. I've considered using pressure plates, but I mean that's convenient. But yeah, I may do that, say for this door here. Maybe. Problem with pressure plates, I'm not sure if mobs can activate them. And if that's the case, if we do get raided, well, then it doesn't matter if they can break the door down or not. If they can activate the pressure plate to open it, then they can just come right in. Alright, getting our glass in. Doing a double high. I think the plan at this point was to have the whole thing like a roofed in glass. But I kind of decided against that. You'll see how it turns out. And this side over here, I was trying to figure out how I was going to connect that in, since it goes over the level of the glass in there. Yeah, it needs some light in there. Some over here as well. That should light up the interior well enough, I think. Well, maybe a little extra, yeah. And that'll place those lights closer to the side by the windows there, and that'll light up the exterior some, I believe. And just checking out our view as well. Go ahead and place these. Because you do want a good view looking back to see if there's anything walking around up top. Not that we can't see that from down below. But, yeah. And I still need to figure out where I'm going to put those battle towers. What would be the best vantage point? Oh, yeah, and over here, yeah, we are reinforcing with some cobble. Because that sand is kind of weak. And we'll have enough problems with, potential problems with creepers with the glass there. Without having it bust through on the sides. What I should have done there, if I was smart, is put some cobblestone stairs there, and then waterlog them, just to give you know, maximum blast resistance. I may go back in after that and do that. Because if there's any place that creepers are going to come, it's going to be, you know, they'd be waiting for me and surprise me. Probably going to be out that entrance there. Yeah, let's distribute the sand around. Get all 3 of those working. Got 3. Let's work 3. Yeah, I need to get some more lily pads. Cover those over. I know at one point I was harvesting some and actually fell into one of those irrigation blocks and ended up harvesting it right down to the ground and had to replant them. So, which, you know, is not as bad as, you know, accidentally harvesting not fully grown wheat or something. So it has to start over. But, you know, it's bad enough. Did have to take time to replant. And I don't know if that happened while I was looking up the hard difficulty effects or not. If it did, well, I guess you saw that. If not, that's coming up later. So, spoiler. Sorry. Alright. Head back over into hollow number 2. So, with that glass around there, I'm thinking, well, no. Something could still go up on top of the glass and come in, so definitely need to be roofing that over. At this point, yeah, I was still planning on giving it a glass top, but kind of decided against it. I do at some point want to take those glassed over hollows and turn the glass there and kind of build it up into sort of a quasi dome. Although the hollows are, of course, you know, just naturally and irregularly shaped. So it's not going to be a perfect round dome. It's just going to basically be kind of tapering up from the sides there. Not sure what kind of a slope I want. If I want it to be just a 45-degree or what. Because I could do that and make it nice and steep and just have it, you know, go up 2 or 3 blocks just to raise it up some. Of course, that means if I want anything hanging from it, I'm going to have to get even more chains. But iron is actually pretty easy to come by, especially once you start shoving your golems into the nether, which is actually a lot of fun. You should take a look at that video if you want to. It went pretty long. There was so many, and it took so long for the piglins to to cut them down. And then when I thought I was done, no, I was not. I exited the nether, and there was just a mass of golems that had left. And we're just milling around in this little area around the portal. And it was just so crowded I couldn't shove any back in. They weren't getting far enough from it to, to be able to go back in. I think they have to go like a certain distance away for a certain amount of time or whatever, and then they can go back in. But they just weren't doing that. So I had to expand that space while the golems were all crowded in there. So I had to kind of tunnel in from the side and build the expansion and then open it up to them. So, oh yeah, lots of cane here. This might be where I fall in. Or not. Yeah, it might have been before I expanded. I'm not sure. Seems like the odds are once I added those extra patches, that would be more likely that I'd fall into one of them, but who knows? I forget exactly when it happened. Okay, the bookshelf. I think that's going to be the last one. Put that in there. Accumulating a lot of seeds there, which I don't really need. We'll take care of that later in the stream. And voila. Completed enchantment area. At least as far as the table and the bookshelves are concerned. Fortune 2, that's fair. None of those are top level, and I wouldn't put on a stone axe anyway. Now, diamond sword. Unbreaking III. That's good. Need more levels to do it. So I think that is something I'm going to get. Fortune 2, not exactly maxed. Although a fortune pickaxe would be good. All right, go ahead and add a little more light here. And we'll figure out later on whether we can put glowstone in there, whether that will interfere. Might have to just have torches there. Maybe a lantern, I'm not sure. Need to look that up. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do it another time. Alright, so what's next? We do need to finish that entranceway. And I do want to get some more lily pads. Oh, we also need to look at enchantments for armor, but I don't think I did that this stream. I want to build up more books. So that we have... so we can always enchant books. Need a grindstone as well. I don't think I made one this... on this episode, but later on I believe I will. That way, as we go along, if we're not satisfied with the enchantments available, then we can go ahead and you know, just enchant a book at whatever lowest enchantment it has for minimum level impact, and then just grindstone it. Get at least some of that XP back. Alright, stone cutter. Yep, that needs this iron here. Just the one. My crafting table is not yeah, that's an odd placement. It doesn't seem all that ergonomic, you know, reaching up there to work with that saw. But hey, at least you're not going to fall onto it. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab a bunch of those, because we're going to do a little roof with that. So it'll take a few. And also steps going up into it. First off, I want to place this floor with cobble. I need to grab some more cobbles. Let's go ahead and put these up here. Gonna need something to be able to reach it. All right, 3 dirt, that'll work. Need more. Just stack them up. There we go. Boom, boom. Be neat if you can make lapis roofs. Can you make lapis stairs on a stone cutter? That would be crazy if you could do that. I'm sure someone's made a mod for that. Okay, yeah, perfect. You want them to link up like that. Boom. Have that sloping up on all 4 sides. Okay, got this. The ones out front, definitely going to have to build our little dirt steps up to it. It's getting dark though. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put these in. There you go. Kind of irregular, but it fits with the landscape. Not the first time I've done that. With the cobble and all, making it kind of rustic right now. I'm going for the cobble roof too. Just to make it all fire resistant. You know, in case we get a lightning storm, thunderstorm, if I'm like, you know, out and about someplace. Because we don't want it, you know, hitting that and catching it on fire. No reason to do that. And presumably the lightning's not going to come through the glass. So, I mean, we can do little structures like that inside if we want to. Oops. That didn't do right. Alright, redo. Can I reach that? Yeah, there we go. Take this down. Scaffolding would be nice, but I don't have any bamboo yet. I'm trying to remember where I've got bamboo in the past. It might have been from a ship. Or maybe from a trader. Well, whatever comes along, we'll grab some bamboo. Even if it's from a trader. And so we can get that growing. Let's see, will this work? Yeah. All right. So now we got to get up onto that to do the rest of the roofing. So the question is, yeah, let's go ahead and place them inside as well. That works. Just so it'll be all nice. There we go. All right. And yeah, we got an odd number of blocks going across there, so can't really do a fully peaked roof. So I believe what we're opting for here is to put glass in the middle, framed by cobblestone stairs. I'm thinking at some point maybe I'll replace the roof cobblestone stairs with maybe stone brick. It'll look a bit more like, you know, roof shingles or whatever. Now, if 1.17 allows us to upgrade, to migrate a world from 1.16, I don't think they do that yet. But, yeah, I guess they'll need to... Well, no, the 1.17, they're not going to be doing all the caves and cliffs stuff on the initial release. So there's a good chance that you'll be able to upgrade your world, because that's just going to be, you know, maybe adding some biomes and some mobs and blocks. So they ought to be able to convert going to 1.17. The next one after that, where they actually do the caves and the mountains, well, the question is that going to be 1.18? So for now, let's assume 1.18. So, yeah, that version, they're going to have to work out how to, you know, how to work the, how to work the transition from, you know, having more stuff deep down. And I can think of a couple ways that they can do that. On the existing chunks that they convert over from the existing world, you could take all of the bedrock blocks, convert them to like the dark stone or whatever it's called. Here we go. There we go with our glass. So we get a little sunlight from the top. So anyway, they could, need to get that stair out of the way. They could take that bedrock, replace it with the dark stone or whatever it's called, and extend down below. And just have either be, you know, solid dark stone down until it gets to, you know, the lower bedrock or something. Don't know. Maybe generate some ores and stuff down there. Or they could just keep the existing blocks as is, and as you expand outwards on those new chunks. On the sides where they border with an old style chunk that only goes down to level 0, have that border on the side have bedrock, maybe with a little bit of random noise added to it, so that you get the deeper areas in the new chunks, but you don't end up digging out into void if from there you dig over into the old chunks. So that's going to get interesting. So I'm wondering if figuring out how to do all that is one of the reasons why they are delaying things. Because that's going to take a fair amount of testing, I believe. All right, so while we're doing the floors here, we're going to go ahead and extend these walls down a bit. Give them some deeper reinforcement in case of creepers. Give it a good foundation. And this cobble as well. And we'll do this floor as well. And that kind of already goes down a little deep. I'm thinking in hindsight it might have been a good idea to extend that as well, but there you go. All right. And now we got to add some stairs outside. Only got so many at the moment. And there's also the question of whether we want to cut into this corner here or keep it natural. Definitely want to cut into this. That's just getting in the way. And then we've got this whole wall of dirt that can be pushed back as well. The idea at this point was basically to cut a few villager stalls into this wall. But as you'll see later on, that plan changed. Because I found a little something that made me think of another plan. Right. So yeah, we'll just cut this wall back, expand the space in this hollow here. We're working a little into the evening here. Safe enough in here. Although we don't really have the perimeter lit up yet. Yeah, moon's coming up. We'll go ahead and sleep because we really don't want to have mobs milling around outside. But to be honest, it would be nice to have a spider. Get some string. not just at the moment. Now we're digging this back. Question here, how naturally do I keep that wall on the right there? Dig this down at least. That in. That's looking nice. Put in a little more. Oh, block that up top there. Go get that. There we go. All right, so yeah, the idea at this point is to make some villager stalls. Maybe cut part way into the rock there, or maybe and partly extruding out. Probably have the bed like back in the back and the workspace as well, and have them closer to the front. Oh, lots here. Oh yeah, this might be where I fell in. Or not. Yeah, it might have been before this. Looked like I was being careful at this point. Anyway, lots of sugarcane on that harvest. I think one or two of them were maxed out as far as the growth. All right, what are we making now? I think paper. Yep. Bunch of paper. Could be more than enough for the books. Or maybe not. Nope. One more piece of leather. So 2 more sugarcane, I believe, to make those books. Stash the glass. And the sand. Yeah, just figure out the food situation there. So now down here, trying to figure out how well we could fit a basement. Maybe cut into one side or both. Maybe on one side have a basement, other side have a tunnel going over. Maybe getting ahead of myself there. Or ahead of the stream anyway. But we will need a zombification area, so I need to figure out how that's going to link up to the villager area. Excuse me. So we also have the well there that we got to look at. And I think if we make the basement down this way, that's like, it's a good 3 blocks down. So that should be plenty enough to miss the well. That's only like one down, so that'll put... It wouldn't even be dripping, I don't think. I'm thinking the ceiling in that tunnel needs to be replaced with cobble or stone, just in case we get a creeper overhead. Help protect it. Okay, yeah, need some more steps, and yeah, that bottom level is going to get extended out some more. Got it with cobble now. Might replace that with sandstone later on. Make it blend in a bit more. And that cobble in the inner wall as well. They can look better as sandstone, but I need to look up the blast resistance on that. Let's look that up right now. All right. Okay, blast resistance. And 0.5. A lot of stuff with cobblestone is 6. I think stone might be as well. A lot of stuff is 6. Stone. But what about sandstone? I don't see sandstone. This is there. It might be less. Where are you, sandstone? Yeah, sandstone has a blast resistance of 0.8. So yeah, I think we're definitely keeping the cobble there for now. Endstone would blend in a bit better. That's got a blast resistance of 9. And I could also waterlog some sandstone steps. That gives it the resistance of water. That'd be 100, which would be great. Problem is placing those so that the solid side is on the inside there. I think I would have to tunnel in from the other side and do that, which would get interesting. Might be doable, but a pain in the butt. Of course, glass has a blast resistance of 0.3. So, yeah. We're kind of vulnerable up top to creeper explosions. We just gotta make sure they don't sneak up on us when we're up on the glass there. Interestingly, a block of iron only has the same blast resistance as the various stones. And diamond. You would think that would be a bit stronger. You know? At least up like at the 9 of the end stone and stuff like that, but no, it's not. And that is disappointing. So get on that, Mojang. Alright, what are we doing here? Clearing away some of the grass here. Just to clear the view. Make sure anything... Oh, cave. Yeah, creepy little cave right there for creepers to come out. So we're just gonna build that up there, give them a 2-block high there to climb up. And we're also gonna mark this for safety. Alright, sun's going down. Let's get inside and sleep. Might dress up that little entranceway a little better, not sure. Yeah, that's going to need to be redone. Both of those expanded, really. So we're going to need 4, 5, 6, I think I figured like 6 more stairs. Finish that up. Feet first, of course. There's our 6. Stone cutters are great. Very convenient. Get exactly what you need. No waste. Although having some extra stairs would have been a good thing, because I think I still need some down in the mine. Alright. Let's start out by adding them up here. And we'll do a side there. We're going to have to take these out. And replace them. There we go. Just fits. So we got stairs sloping up on the side as well. And kind of butting up against the side there. Not sure that's ideal though. Maybe I'll redo those just to have them just go straight on into the side, into the sand there, rather than having those little side stairs. Although it doesn't really matter. It's not really in the path. It's just there to look nice. Alright, so that's looking good, I think. There's the grass cleared out of the way on the right. There's some over there need to move out of the way. But get a pretty good view over there. Over on the left side, we got all that sand up there. Might dig some of that out of the way, because we are going to be needing more glass if we dome the glass roof here. And then over here, thinking about how we could dig in the villager area. Although once we start getting villagers, there's going to be the possibility of raids. So kind of want to prepare for that first, to be able to weather a raid. I don't think they'd be able to get in and do the villagers any harm. So that's not really a concern, but we do want to be able to end the raid. We don't just want it to just be continuously there, milling around, because I don't think the raid will just despawn after a time. I think they'll just stick around forever. Or at least I've never heard of them despawning. Alright, so we got some treetops over here. And, as it happens, another hollow. And a nice little face there that could be kind of cut in to make a interesting... Ooh, egg. So this might be a good spot for another tunnel to come out. But it's open on that side there, so it doesn't really lend itself to being glassed over. So we might kind of enclose an area over on this side. And then figure out what all we can do with that hollow there. A little more lawn maintenance here. Got to keep your lawn looking nice and neat. You know, these neighbors show up. Now, those neighbors might be pillagers, but it's still useful to have it clear for them so you can see clearly, get a good shot at them, that kind of thing. So yeah, this would be a good spot for having the tunnel come out. So how does that line up with this one? Like right over here on the side. So that's not going to be a good spot to have it just go straight through. But we can have an entrance into an underground area about here. Come in, and then we have like this big hilltop here we can all hollow out underneath. And that would come out over there. So yeah, we're going to have like I think what we're going to go with is make an underground villager area underneath this hill. And have to figure out what the extents will be for that. And then once we have that, have like the two separate exits from it. So we may have to dig some exploratory caves, maybe check our coordinates, see where those come in, maybe dig in from each side, and then have those little tunnels so we can just kind of dig until we find those. And that'll give us a good reference point. And then once we have that, then we can figure out what the limits are going to be. Now, over by the sugarcane patch, I have been hearing lava. So there's always the possibility of running into that while we're excavating. So that's going to be fun. We'll have to get rid of it. Ideally, while getting the most out of it as far as obsidian. Because at some point we do want to make another portal. And I'm thinking when we do that. Now the other thing is what we're going to have outside here. Because that just opens up to the valley over there, like a river valley, I believe. This opens up over here, so I think maybe we can start the road over to the other village from here. And have the entrance back to the base from this side. That'd be kind of neat. Let's figure out if we need to build a bridge over the river here. We got a nice little covered bridge or something. Or make a little fishing camp or something. So this might be a good place for a dock. To, have some boats. And if that river connects to the ocean, that would be another way to get to the other village. Need to figure that out. After these streams, I've been going into spectator mode just to get the screenshots for the title cards, and it's real tempting to just fly high over and just see the layout of the land as far as that goes, but I'm not gonna. That would be cheating. I could just pass by another egg there. Really should gather those. Because it might be nice to have some chickens to make me some more arrows. Can't rely on getting all my arrows from fallen skeletons. Though that is a source. I think right now I'm figuring out where I want to put my battle towers. Right here would be centrally located, but it would also be close to the livestock. So if I'm shooting at the raiders, I could hit them. Not that I don't have plenty, but yeah. I'm planning on trying to get flame for my bow as well. Especially if I can't get infinity right away. Need to maximize the effect of each arrow. Okay, what are we doing today? Not taking over the world, not just yet. Let's see, we got one leather. Are going to be needing more books. We should probably get some more leather. And of course more paper. Oh, there it goes. And there is the motivation for a little fishing trip we're taking this stream. To get some more lily pads. Like I said, these can be easily replanted, but it's a pain. Takes up your time. Okay, lots of paper. Yeah, get that one more book, but we need more leather. Have any more leather stashed? Doesn't look like we do. Let's just go ahead and lock that extra paper there for now. Put shears in there with the wool. Extra logs in there. Eggs in there with the other eggs. And put the lapis away. We don't need that just yet. Bucket's empty. Clearing away some stuff. More dirt. A lot of dirt. But we may need that actually. There's one thing that I do like to do on my bases is have a little safe place for harvesting a cash crop. And once we get some, at the very least, some dezombified farmers in, melons and pumpkins are a good source for that. Especially if you have a silk touch axe. I usually plant like a 3-to-2 ratio of melons to pumpkins on each row, and then just go up and down, harvest them, and then go over to my farmers and sell those once they're at least once they're dezombified. I think it's more it's they demand more of the pumpkins and melons before they're dezombified, but at least once they're dezombified, it's a 1-to-1. You get one emerald for each, and yeah, it's a really good cash crop. And once you have mending on your axe, it does not take much at all. You can harvest a bunch, and then like with one trade, it's mended up. Gotta watch for creepers here. Now, this little section of river, it looks like it's actually ocean, because we've got some squid going around. We've got some seagrass growing down below. I don't know if there's any kelp. Does it have to be like a certain depth for kelp to grow? But yeah, this is looking like ocean. Or do they spawn in rivers? I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a big enough area so that I should be getting some treasure catches, and I believe I do. Question is, will we get any lily pads? Getting some fish. That'll expand our food supply. And it's nice that this is handy to the base. We got some horses over there, and I believe I saw a brown sheep. I'd like to get some brown wool, just to make some carpet from that, and use that as some welcome mats at the doors. So people can wipe their feet before they come in. An enchanted bow. Curse of Vanishing. Yeah, you can't even grind that. You can't even grindstone that. So, sure got the right one here. And we'll just toss that in the water. That can vanish right away, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see what else we can get on this nice, relaxing, now Sunday afternoon fishing trip. One of these days I would like to do a stream just all fishing. Just relaxing. In fact, I think that would be an interesting little collab with someone, just a pair going out on a little fishing trip, maybe out in a boat. Leather. That'll come in handy. Spare one cow, maybe. Maybe. Excuse me. More fish. So I'm trying to think. I believe over in the distance over there, I did see some squid as well. But I'm not sure if that's one of the ones over here that wandered over, or if it spawned over there. It does look like a big enough area. So we could have a few little lone ocean chunks here, which is actually pretty handy. Because you get, some more varied spawns. Might get a little seaweed down there that we can get. Oh, Looks like that's squid beached itself over there. And there's at least one ink sac. Let's go get that. Clear away some of this grass while we're at it. Get that. Let's get up here and take a little look. Yeah. Oh, and this one's beaching himself too. Why do they do that? Just stay off the ground. What are you doing? Well, I guess having them do that, if you're not familiar with the squid and that you can get ink sacs from them, it would give a new player a clue that, you know, when squids die, they can drop ink sacs. So yeah, I could see where that would be useful to have. And why it might be something that they design in. Oh, sun's going down. Probably just see what we get from this one last cast. And then head back in. The shader I'm using, it shows, you know, the sky reflection on there. But only as much sky as you actually have on your screen. So if you kind of tilt downwards, the sky reflection disappears. Which, you know, not entirely realistic, but if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't see it. I think I'm going the wrong way. Need to look for the spire there. That's the way to go. I'll learn my way around. Just got to walk around a bit, a few times, get used to it. Used to the landmarks. But we're still exploring. We didn't know that that other hollow was there. Or at least didn't remember. Probably spotted it from up on top of that sand hill. Or could have, if we were paying attention. But I didn't. Alright. Book. There's one book anyway. And we're going to need... Gonna need more leather, I believe. Ink sacs away. And the seeds. A lot of seeds there. And we don't really need to be expanding our wheat farm all that much. Got plenty enough with the 2 patches we got going to be able to make enough to, you know, feed whatever livestock we have. Right now I think it's just the cows and the sheep that eat the wheat. We need some to attract horses if we want that. Right now let's go ahead and get some for the cows, because we're going to be getting some more leather. And we will have to re-increase their number. Keep forgetting where everything is. But yeah, we really don't need all of that seed. We need to figure out where we can put a composting bin. And I'm thinking like right there. Question is, do they have to have an empty block on top? And that's where we have the light mounted, so we kind of want to maintain the light. Not that we don't have a lot. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so what do we need to make a compost bin? If I remember right, it's going to be slabs, but let's check. Yep, bunch of slabs. If we have some these chests. There we go. Oak slabs and dark oak. Should be able to mix it. Easier to find like this. There we are. Yep, we can mix it. Let's go ahead and grab that. Place it right there. Alright, let's grab some seeds. Make sure we can actually use it with the top covered up. Grab those. And there we go. Works just fine. Yep. Pops right out. Sweet. Now we can get rid of some of this grass seed. Maybe keep a stack. But otherwise, turn as much as we can into bone meal. That'll help us grow some things a little faster when necessary. Once I have a base populated with villagers, or while I'm building up the population, one of the things I like to use bone meal on is I'll usually set up, I think on my last base, the atrium base, over in the Calcornia world, I set up a couple of farmers. I actually set up all my farmers with their own little carrot patches. And so I'm trying to breed some more. I just, go in there and kind of bone meal their own crops and let them do it themselves. Organically grown villagers. Rather than just tossing them the carrots myself. And I kind of made a mistake here in feeding the cows before getting some leather from them. So I'm going to have to wait and let those calves grow up before I go getting the leather. Otherwise I'll be whacking some calves. And that wouldn't be nice. Alright, let's make some more paper. Mine as well. Stash that away until we get some more leather. Because you do want to have plenty books. Put those slabs away as well. Got some text coming in there. Okay, let's go and compost some more of these extra seeds. I do want to do that to like all but one stack of them. Just keep that stack handy. It might be useful at some point if we ever leave this base and build another. But this is starting. This is shaping up to be a fairly nice base. And when we first generated this world, first came in and looking around, it looked like, yeah, this is fairly well situated. Not right next to an ocean, but was otherwise pretty nice as far as resources goes. Yeah, still pondering over the entrance there. I might put like a little entrance in the middle there to the underground area, and then like maybe have a couple of villager stalls on the outside, just to be handy Just depends on how I'm going to set up the zombification area. Because I might do that down on the main, on the main villager area, or down from it, or below, or something. Not quite sure yet. But it's got to be convenient to the main villager area. Coal there. Probably should just form that with coal blocks as well. Forget whether I did or not. But doesn't matter just yet. It's not overflowing that stack. Still fits in just the 2 stacks. Alright, so what next? Only about a half hour left on this one. And I'm trying to remember what I did with it. So I had started the stream, when I originally streamed it, at like 11:15 in the evening. And went for about 2 hours, so it ended after 1. I'm not quite sure what shape my brain was in. That's kind of the case for all the episodes in this series. So yeah, I might make some interesting mistakes. So yeah, tune in late at night if you're up for that. Still not entirely clear what I want to do with this area here. But definitely the main villager area is going to be in that under that hill there, with an entrance over here. Question is whether to put some villagers out here as well. Because if I do, we might get a golem or 2 spawning out there from time to time. And I'm thinking that that means I want to have the entrance area maybe with some double doors. With a little, your transom up above. That way we can get the zombies, not the zombies, the golems in and out as needed. And as far as the nether portal, I need to figure out where I'm going to put that. And at some point, I want to build a nice map room. And I still haven't tested out the overhead trapdoor approach. Because I would like to have the map on the floor, centered on this area, and have it basically infinitely expandable. And I'll have to work out my expansion strategy as well, just in case I run into caves or lava or anything like that. Let's clear out a little more grass here, because this is going to be, I think, an extension of the base out here, especially if we put a little dock there, or at least have a path running out to it. Probably lit up. So yeah, at some point need to make a boat, and then just kind of follow the stream, or maybe just walk along it, see where it takes us. Scout it out. Little gravel bar over there on the right. That might be a little bit of a narrow passage. But if this does go out to the ocean, there's a question of which side it goes to. Although, now that I think of it, that bit of ocean next to that village, we're able to kind of circle around it on the north side. So, yeah, the river might not connect to that. We'll have to see where it actually does go. But yeah, if it goes close enough to the ocean, might be able to just dig a canal. And then once we get that filled in with water, because it doesn't just fill in naturally. Once we get that filled in with water, then we'll be able to bring some villagers over. Oh, trader. Hey, trader. Be with you right after catch whatever I'm catching on this cast. Shouldn't be too long, I don't think. Yeah, there it goes. And a fish. All right. What have you got to trade? Glowstone. Glowstone would be useful, but once I get a master cleric or whatever, I think they'll sell glowstones, and if he's dezombified, it'll just be 1 emerald each. So that would be a better deal. And I don't think I need the glowstone right away. Nice to have, but not just yet needed. Not sure what I can do with a glowstone just yet. But, yeah, they can be handy. Oh, I think I see, yeah, some ink sacs over there on the left. They can be handy for the... Oh, string. Cool, caught someone's fishing line. Anyway, yeah, they can be handy for the zombification station, so it can do a little simple redstone circuit. Have lights that I can switch on and off. So that I can allow the mobs to spawn in whatever little spawning area I build for them. And to also turn that off to deposit if necessary. Right now, a relaxing afternoon fishing. Okay, so am I gonna spot those ink sacs? Oh, just get right in the way. Ugh. Smack you with this bone, guys. Get out of the way. Go, go, go. If I were all enchanted up, I would just whack you guys for the leads. Can use a lead. I wonder how easily I could just dig a pit right under one of those llamas. Yeah, here we go. Let's get that. Wonder how easily I could just dig a pit right under one of those llamas, have it fall into it, and get trapped. And then have the trader drop his lead. Have it snap as he walked off. I've gotten a few leads that way. Have the llama snag on something. Trader walks off and drops the lead. I'm not sure where I'm going to find any slime around here to make my own. And I forget what you make it with. Is it with string in the slime? Or was it leather? Let me look that up. Alright. lead. Yeah, string and slime, like 4 string and a slime ball. And that makes 2 leads, actually. So, yeah, that's not too bad. But string has been kind of hard to come by. Now, once we do get the whole spawning area for zombification station set up, I'll probably get some spiders in there. And once I have a decent bow, be able to take those out pretty easily and get some string from that. And if I can get looting on my sword, just switch over to the sword after the arrow, as the arrow's flying, and get a little extra from them. So am I seeing a squid off there in the distance? I'm not sure. But the river is definitely wider over there. God, get out of the way. So annoying. Boots. Mostly rotten boots. Been in the water for a while, I guess. Or maybe someone, supposedly tossed them in because they're so bad. Yeah, I think those squid over there spawned over there. So that's another bit of ocean over there as well. A little 1-block ocean, which basically means a wide river with some seaweed in it. So we have to go over there at some point, find out how much of an ocean area that is. I think we're good over here with putting a little dock there. Yeah, having some ocean to fish in and all that. It's nice to have. And there's always that teeny tiny chance that there's also a sunken ship over there. I have found them like buried in the sand on the shore. There was one in my original world, Calcornia world, where the mast was sticking up, and everything else was down below. So basically, just took my axe to the mast and made my way down in there to loot stuff. That was interesting. So yeah, it looks like it's lighting up the area around it a bit. Expand that with 2 torches on the outside. A little bit extra light. Might as well. That mushroom's still not growing. I know they do eventually. But with only that narrow corridor, they might be slow going at best. So it might be an idea just to kind of expand that corridor a touch. Maybe even branch it off to the right to go into our villager area. Need to figure out how many blocks to dig in and what kind of space I have there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a survey up top of that hillside, figure out what kind of scale we can give the villager area under the hill. Because generally I've been giving my villagers like a 3x3 area, and I've been doing those in like little quads. So altogether, like a 9 by 9 if you include the walls surrounding them. Let's get this fish cooked. No use having 2 stacks of fish. We can have 1. But yeah, that's what I've done in the past. But I'm thinking a 2 by 3 might be better as far as just the, you know, the ones that are ready to be trading. But maybe something a bit larger for the ones that I'm going to be getting the babies from. Because we are going to be needing that. We need name tags too. In my original world, I caught a lot of name tags fishing before getting my villagers in. Actually, I'd done a lot before getting my villagers in. Because it took a little bit to figure out exactly how I was going to transport them. And it was awkward. And the way I'm structuring this stuff, I think I'm going to need to put some levers on that outside doorway. Maybe plant me a patch of carrots so I can get a supply of those to lure them in. And also whatever workplace blocks they're going to need. Often what I'll do is I'll start with like a couple of farmers that will buy carrots or wheat or whatever. Probably go with carrots. Because I want them to have carrots. I want them to be able to grow their own carrots. So maybe I'll start with a couple of those. Have those out in the in hollow number 2 there. Have them side by side. We put an extra bed in one of their spots. And have a convenient path from there going to the zombification area. Well, that might not be convenient from there. I'll have to figure it out. Give them the little 3x3s so they can have a bit more access. And have another little gate from the back of that going into the main villager area. On the other hand, I may want to have all the villagers just plain sheltered behind closed doors so that, you know, because we got these glass roofs out here. If those get damaged, and I'm not sure how they would in battle. Also, we want to expand over to there as well, to that mountain. And there's definitely some caves between here and there, so that's going to be interesting. We might have to just make an extra exterior entrance into that. I've started to kind of wall off the area over here. We need some more wood right now. I've started to kind of wall off the area over here, between here and there. Once we get our village started, at least once we get the villagers in, I'm going to start getting that walled off in earnest. Got some saplings real quick on this one. Anyway, once we have that, we'll get that whole area walled off over there, and once this village is mature, then maybe start building into that spire. Start making some platforms up there. especially once I go to the end. But at some point, I do want to go to the end. I've never been there. Never been to the end. So at some point during this series, I do plan to go and try to get myself an Electra. And then get that enchanted with some unbreaking and mending and all that. Whatever else it'll take and needs or whatever. Not sure what else it needs for that. But yeah, get that going. And set up some platforms up top for landing and takeoff. I think that'll be fun. It would certainly speed up the exploration. And we can do some neat mapping runs with those. We got that natural little thing there. Over here, looking at trying to find where the... Oh yeah, there it is. Where that water comes from. So it's all coming from that one source block and spilling into this huge cascade. You would think of that much water, it would be just jetting out, but nope. Apparently water just multiplies as it's flowing. So that's just an insane amount of water from that one little spill there. And once again, you cannot get any of it with a bucket. It'd be fantastic if you could, but you can't. And that is such a pain. And then it all goes down into this cave here. Question is, how far in does it go in that even? Over there it seems to stop, but over on this side it might go over the side. I'm not sure. Hard to say from here, and I'm not going in to see. It's too far away to place any torches. It would give any, real visibility there. Or that side. And until I get some depth strider on my boots, I'm not gonna brave that cave entrance there at all, because that will just sweep me down in there. Absolutely. That would be a huge pain in the butt to try to get out of. It's possible, but it takes a bit. On the plus side, if anything's chasing me, that'll get slowed down too. Unless it's a spider crawling on the wall. Alright, let's put this stuff away. About 7 more minutes in the stream. Pop that away. We need to be putting that in the chest. But we should take some more out. Think about it. Maybe do it later, I guess. Yeah, definitely need to figure out what to do with the mushrooms. Because we're going to be needing a supply of those later on. Seems fairly well lit in here. So I'm playing this series essentially unmodded. I do have Optifine, and also the Solder Shaders Enhanced Basic. So yeah, I do get the shadows from the sun, and the glass looks a lot better. It's not like a big grid, and I think the and I get some sunbeams as well when there's stuff in the way. which is pretty, but I forget whether there's different settings for it, but it's pretty unobtrusive. All right, get these guys. Some of them may have been already smacked from before. Alright, got 5 more minutes. I forget whether I gave him some more wheat after this. Did I spot a calf? Not sure. Anyway, that's that. I guess we'll feed him later. Yeah, that little fishing hole over there is not quite so useful anymore, other than as a water source. Yeah, so lots of sugarcane growing. As we harvest carefully this time. Need to harvest from a standstill. Don't try to move while we're harvesting. At least not until we get the lily pads in. Which we caught 0 in that fishing trip. Maybe another time, because we're definitely going to be doing some more fishing. I'm really, really hoping to get something with like at least one with like mending. Because the one we have now has Unbreaking on it. I forget what level. If we get mending as well, then that's, you know, pretty much a fishing pole for life at that point. And then if we can find some with a good level of luck of the sea, we can combine those. And lure, if we can get those maxed, then we've got our ultimate fishing pole. And we can start getting some really good stuff from that. Nothing in the furnaces. Go ahead and get some more charcoal for that one. Let's cook up these steaks. Because again, there's no point in having 2 stacks of steaks if we can fit them into one. Although I think we have enough here where we're going to go over. Yeah. Already getting another stack there. So these are all going to go into the spare food supply. Very smoky cooking them on the fire. But I guess that's why they keep so long. Nice and smoked and preserved. I think we're probably just going to finish up here. And try to get the rest of these cooked next time around. And work on getting, probably make some more books and stuff. But we need to figure out what we're going to do and in what order as far as building out the village. I'm thinking probably next, get a lot of books, start building up some enchantments, get my levels up, because I've only got like 28 right now. And then kind of go from there, see what we can get as far as the enchantment table, what that'll give us on our equipment. Love to get some unbreaking. And mending and all that. Mending on everything would be excellent. I don't think there's a way to clone a spell book. That would be nice if you could. Then we just get a mending book and copy it, but I don't think you can do that without like glitches and things like that. And I'm not doing that. Not doing that on this one. Maybe I'll have some little isolated streams in other worlds where I just play with glitches or something like that. But as far as like a regular gameplay, I don't like doing that. Or at least not knowingly. I mean, there may be some things that I've done that that actually are glitches, but not that I know of. Anyway, that's more or less it for this stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and stop by next Saturday night. On that one, I will definitely make sure my mic is working beforehand, so it'll all be live and not commented over like this one was. All right, so I'll see you then. Good night, or have a good day.